Hi, everyone. Good morning. Happy Sunday. This is my first YouTube live video, so I really don't know what I'm doing, so I'm not going to lie. Let's see here. But anyways, how is everybody? I'm going to type as I got it's been a busy week for me. So hopefully it's been busy with 4th of July, and I hope everybody's been having a fun holiday week, maybe got some vacations in. I had some people over for 4th of July, and then we had a big family reunion this weekend, and I have a parade we're going to later today, and we went to a museum on Friday, so it's just been crazy here. So hopefully I have been able to list, yay. So hopefully that can keep up. I did get at least my 3 done, except for yesterday I only got 1. But I was at least able to list every day, so not much, but I have. And I got some thrifting in, some garage sales in, so I'm going to show everybody what I found. And we will go from there. If you have any questions about any of the items or really about anything eBay related or anything related, just type it in and I will be watching the chat. So just let me know. So I am going to just pop right in and start showing you what I got. So I went to my parents on Thursday, so I was able to get some thrifting in while they watched the kids. So I got a Paddington bear. It's it's by Schmidt. This one, let's see, Jingle Bells, so it's a Christmas one. Christmas sells all year round, as I hope a lot of you know. So I will definitely be listing this right away. It is a little bit more vintage. This one is a little old. It was made in Japan. I've sold one like this before, not this exact one, but the same kind by Schmidt. So this I bought for, let's see, it was half off of green, so I bought for $2.50, and I will probably list this between $20 and $25. Let's see what else we have from Net Savers. Couldn't be a trip without something Disney, right? This is a little Snow White. It's Castle, and it's got Snow White and the Prince, and it is by Disney, and it is numbered, so it is a limited edition. And I did spend $6.99 for it. I think I had 20% off. Actually, yes, I did have 20% off. So it was $5.40. This one I haven't looked up yet, but I'm assuming between 20 and 30 for this as well. So not too bad. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, so I'll give you a little backstory. We went to Avolo Auto Museum, which if you haven't gone, it's awesome in Illinois. A great museum. Kids love it. Lots of fun stuff to look at. But they also have a huge old barn with it's an antique mall. So of course everybody there is, doing what we're doing. They thrift, I'm sure, and put their stuff in the antique mall. But you can still find things there on occasion to thrift or to flip, I mean. So there was a huge Disney one, and I found this, and it's from Toy Story 3, and she had a whole bunch of them. This is the only one I got. It was $6. This was the cheapest one out of all of them. All of the other ones were about 12 and up, and there might have been some room on some of the other ones. But I grabbed this one because it's not one of the main characters. If you've seen this movie, it's just kind of one of the side characters. And those, they don't make a lot of their merchandise. So those are always ones you want to look for because they're more rare. They're definitely harder to find. So this one I currently have listed for $40. I'm looking to get between 25 to 40, really. spent the $6, so not too bad of profit, and it can go in my little collection until it sells. But those are the characters you want to look for when you're looking for when there's a whole bunch of the characters, because they had a lot of the main characters. You want to look for the off character. I see some people are watching. No one wants to say hi to me. You make me feel lonely. Anyways, I got this one. I thrifted. This is Nightmare Before Christmas, which is also, if you're looking at Disney things, Nightmare Before Christmas has a really big following, and they don't make tons and tons of their merchandise, so those are always normally a good thing to look for. This one is the mayor, and I'm sorry if it's kind of hard to see. This one I thrifted at Savers. I think I got this. Oh, there goes my phone. I got this for a couple dollars, I think it was. I have it listed for $20. And then this I found, it's falling down, in the antique mall. And this one's Oogie Boogie, which is the monster, green monster. This one I bought for $8, actually, which I don't normally spend that much. But I thought I could put the two together. But even if I don't, this one should sell separately for about $25 or so. So there's still a little bit of room. Not as much room as I would normally go for, but thought I'd link the two together. So this, I ran out and went to a garage sale Saturday morning. There wasn't too much there. I only bought one thing, nothing too special, but does anyone tell me if you have ever picked this up, or if you would pick this up if you saw it? This is a PlayStation 1 game, and it is Crash Bandicoot, which there is a whole bunch of Crash Bandicoot. There were multiple games made with this character. PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2. I don't know if they went further on with it, but I know at least for those two systems that it's there. This is the greatest hits one. They have other ones, but he's always a good one to pick up. This one was $2. I could sell it for about $20. But Crash is one of those games that you want to just keep an eye out for. They're good sellers. Shouldn't take too long to sell. All right. Let's see what else we got here. So out of who's watching, did anybody get some thrifting done this week or weekend? Anybody find anything good? Hopefully you did. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so scrub tops. I actually haven't bought a scrub top in a little while. I have a bunch of them, and the thrift stores around by me, I feel like they've raised their price on them, and I don't want to spend more than $3 on a scrub top. You normally get about $20 for them, and more than $3, it's just normally not worth it for me. But I did finally find one. And it's a size 2XL. It's hard to read, I'm sorry. Obviously the bigger ones are better to find. Hi, Jessie. Did you get any? Oh, you're doing the scavenger hunt, right? Find anything good? So this was a 2X, and it is Minions. Let's see. When it comes to scrub tops, I normally will just put how many pockets and short sleeves, the size. There's not really too much to it, except for obviously you want to do measurements. That tapestry blanket was awesome, Jessie. So this one is in pretty good condition. So like I said, I'll ask about 22 to start out with best offer. I put best offer on everything. So that'll be a fun one. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, I don't want to break anything. So I've been looking a little bit more at clothes because I kind of started to do Poshmark. I haven't sold anything on there yet, but I've kind of started to look at clothes a little bit more. I looked at clothes a while ago, so I kind of know what to look for. It's just not one of my favorite things to sell, so I kind of strayed away from it, but I'm going back a little bit. But men's clothes are always easier for me to look through. It's easy for something to catch my eye, whereas women's clothes, there's so many designs anyway, so it doesn't really catch my eye where the men's clothes do. But I did find this, and it is a Shelby Mustang button-up, which is almost a broad shirt. If you find one like this that's Harley, those will sell well. Those sell pretty fast for $30 to $40. But Shelby Mustang also will do pretty well. There's a big following with cars, obviously. So these I'll probably list in the 30 to 40 range as well. I actually found this one, and let's see, it was half off, and it's a 3XL, so it was only $2. They haven't caught on to these yet, or at least in my thrift store. And there was one more. Let's see. This one just says Shelby on the back, but it's also a button-up. You can see. Or snap-up, I should say. Or snaps. But yeah, those will be an easy. I think this is. Oh no, this one they did price a little higher, but it was still half off, so it's $4. But good big sizes, so those will go well for me. And then LuLaRoe, I kind of got this just for Poshmark, which I can put up on eBay, of course, but I don't normally spend $6.99 on a woman's LuLaRoe shirt, but it's size 3XL, and it's in really nice condition. You know LuLaRoe, Jesse. I don't know the type of this. I don't know if it's an Amelia or what it's called, but I could look that up. But it's in good condition. There's no rips or stains. Doesn't really look like it was worn, in a nice big size. So that should still get about, I don't know, $25 or so. What else did we get? We have a Winnie the Pooh snow globe. And it does still play. It is from, it says 1963 on the back. I don't feel like that is the correct year for this, though. I'm thinking that might be when this company was made. I'll have to do a little bit more research. I don't think that that's correct. But it is cute, and it does play the music. And what did I just tore off my price here? It was $3.99 with 20% off. So about $3.50. Oh, that's awesome, Jesse. You're beating me in our little contest then. If you sold an Amelia. Is that what that shirt was, an Amelia? So a little Halloween one. It is cute. I'll probably list this for about $25, $30. Snow globes are always a nice seller, but when they're just the regular snow globes, they're probably in the $20 range or so. It's the intricate ones that you really want to look for. Those are the ones that I collect. Those are the ones that can go for a good amount of money. This I haven't looked up yet. It's Betty Boop, $4.99. It is, let's see. It is a limited edition. Bourbon Street. Oh, then that's not an Amelia. Thanks, Jesse. It's got like a few tiny, if you could see, like minor chips on the hair. And I think that might have been, maybe I think it was like a little tiny one. You can barely even see it on the shoe. Which, of course, I will point out. But even sometimes if stuff is chipped, I will still buy it if the price is right. And I still think I can get, this was 20% off, so it was only $4. And I could still probably get $25 to $30 for this. So I'm not too worried about the chips there. Next, I have it right here. How do I tell the difference between the Irma and the? It kind of flares out a little bit at the bottom. All right. Next, so we have a little serving tray. And if you don't know, tiki items sell well, depending on what they are. There's a big collector's market out there. So this one, you could read on the back. It says, let's see if you can read that. Coco Joe's. It is half of wood. It's a Monstera Hawaii server. So it was $4 with my 20% off. And it should go about $25 to $30. But when you're looking for tiki items, and hang on, I'm going to show the sides of this shirt here. Oh, there goes my phone. If you can, am I showing you the sides well? Let's see. Does that work? So anyway, sorry. So tiki items, you want to look in the vase section because a lot of the tiki mugs they think are vases. And then obviously in the mugs. But those are the two places that you really want to look for tiki items in. Like I said, big collector's market. I found 4 tiki mugs. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. No, they didn't. They don't have slits, so it must be a perfect. Thank you very much. So I found 4 tiki mugs once in a Goodwill, and I got them for, I think it was $2.99 each, and I sold each of them for like $180. So they can, believe me, be well worth, and they can be found in thrift stores. So make sure you're keeping your eye out for them. Let's see what else we got here. We got a Six Flags mug. When it's frosted like this, you can call it a milk mug or Fire King, and you're not gonna. It's really hard to see, but there's a shield that's got a little F in it. That's Fire King. Some of these can go for a lot of money. I got this at the Antique Mall in Volo I was talking about. And this was it was $2.50. So I can sell that for about $20. It's not too bad. And this one, some of the stuff, I have a big Disney collection, if you guys don't know me from the Facebook site. And Little Mermaid is my favorite. So when I was shopping at the Antique Mall, I was looking, and they had this Little Mermaid figurine, as you can call it. It's called Harmony Collection. It's like a little trinket box. And it was $30. And they did have some other ones, but I didn't want to buy all of them. So I bought the Little Mermaid one, and I knew I was going to list it. But I thought, oh, maybe I can hopefully keep it in my collection for at least a couple weeks just to look at it. So I listed this like right away. You can see King Triton. And it opens, and it's got her little like trinkets inside. And it did come with the box. See, the sticker is still at the bottom. And I listed it Friday night when we got home from the Volo. And it sold Saturday. So I didn't get to keep it very long. It sold for $45. So I still made a few dollars, like, $7 after fees or so. So nothing huge, but I bought it more because I liked it. But I didn't get to keep it long and enjoy it. Sad. I guess I'll have to survive with selling it. I already showed that one. All right, so next, I think I'm out of the regular stuff. I have board games, of course, because once again, I do tons and tons of board games. Jesse, the Antique Mall, I don't go to them often, and But my parents went with me, and they found a Snow White snow globe. And they got it for, it was $30, and they got 10% off of it, and it sells for like $150. So you're not going to find tons of those, but when you're looking at an antique mall, you want to, what I personally look for at least is, I look for the booths that have, let's say they have like a lot of board games or a lot of ceramics. I'm looking for like if they have like a Disney item, like one Disney item, or like one thing that seems off filter, that they don't really know much about, that they kind of just threw in. My husband found, and I'm sure we could find it, a Rain Spooner White Sox World Series shirt for $5. So they obviously didn't know Rain Spooner was a good seller. So that's what you're looking for. There was booths that had, all their booth was Disney. So of course they probably knew about Disney. So there's not going to be tons of stuff there to look for. So you're looking for that one-off item. So we have, all right, on to board games. Life Twists and Turns. There's like 2 life games that I look for. This is one of them. It's like the electronic one. You know how they have like the electronic Monopoly now? So instead of having money, they have credit cards, because that's what we need now to be teaching. And let's see, this is from 2007. What did I get this for? We got it for $3.99, and this sells for about $25. I will say, Jesse, at the antique mall, because I know you have a small child, my kids were with me, and I think I aged like 10 years from watching my son go through there and being scared he was going to break something. So that was fun. Trivial Pursuit Disney. There are different editions of this one, of the Trivial Pursuit Disneys. Some of them sell for more than others. This one sells for about $20. What did we get it for? I don't even see the price. I think it was like $2 for this one, so it wasn't too much. All right, another thing, I have found tons of these, and I love them, and they are great. So, who knows Pretty Pretty Princess? And to look out for it, at least. This one I got, and it was half off, so I got this one for a whole $1.50. So what this game is, and I'm going to open it here. There's this version, and there's a regular 90s version, and I think there's one other version that they remade for the 2000s. So what it is, it's a whole bunch of jewelry. So the kids like spin a little dial, and you got to get dressed up in the jewelry. So there's necklaces and rings. So I could tell you I've probably only found this game complete like once. It's normally always incomplete because the kids play with the jewelry, and one earring goes missing or one thing goes missing. The pieces themselves will sell, or you can sell these games incomplete all the time. So what I did is, one of the ones that I had incomplete, I kept, and I use that to make the other ones complete, because I do find this game quite often. So I've been able to make them complete, which is nice, but they do sell incomplete. Complete, they sell for about $35 to around Christmas time, probably about $45. But the incomplete ones, you could probably still sell for $25 to $30. And then if you just wanted to piece out the pieces, you could probably get like a few dollars for each, or about $5 for maybe each set. There's 4 different colors. So you can get $5 for like each jewelry set. Okay. What else do we got? I think I got some more board games on this side here. Anybody going thrifting today? I have a parade, and then I think I'm going to list. I don't think I have any thrifting plans. We have the old Chutes and Ladders. This one is from like I think I read the instructions, 1960s. and there's not many pieces to it, so this was a nice, easy, complete game. It doesn't sell for tons, probably about 15 to 20. I think I got it for like $2. I don't see the price on it, but it was about $2. This is another board game I sell quite often, Payday. And this one is from, I think I just remember, but I sell so many board games. I believe it's for the 70s. Another board game I got for a couple dollars that sells for 20 to 25. And then here's the other version of Life that I normally will pick up. And this one I believe is a 1980s. So you can see by the old box. This one is a $25 to $30 game. That was a couple dollars. You can normally find board games pretty cheap. So that's why we love to sell them, because they normally sell pretty well. As I'm breaking stuff. Oh my gosh, Jesse, I am so jealous. I wish. I never get that long. I want to see all of your finds in the group. All right, so this is, I think this is my last game. My last thing, maybe. This is a remake of a game that was made in the 80s, Mall Madness. And I don't buy many of the remakes. A lot of the remakes don't sell. This one still sells for about $30. If you get the old 80s version, that's a good $60 to $100. So that's a nice thing to look for. This one, the only thing about board games is you have to, take them out and see if all the pieces are there, which isn't horrible. I mean, the instructions normally will show you right away. If there's no instructions, you can look it up online or look at the other listings on eBay. So it's not too hard. Mall Madness, there is an electronic piece you have to make sure. There are some more pieces that you normally have to look for. So it takes me about maybe an extra 5 minutes to look through that game and look through the other games. And you will find this Mall Madness probably more often than any of the other games. Since it is a remake, they are out there a lot more. So it's a little bit more of a pain. But if you can get it for cheap, I always get it. Why not? 13 Dead End Drive is one of my bolos. Yes, that is very good. There's also a lot of pieces in 13 Dead End Drive, but that's a good $30 to $40 board game and will also sell incomplete or pieced out. So hopefully it's complete. You can definitely get about $35. I just sold one, I think last month sometime, for around $30. So yes, and it had a broken piece. So the piece with Dead End Drive that normally isn't there is the rubber band, but it's just a regular rubber band, so you can replace it. You could say you replaced it, but it's just a regular rubber band. It won't hurt anything, just so you know that with that one. Let's see. Do I have anything else? Any other questions for me at all? Anybody find anything else? Oh, I do have one more thing. I do. Okay. So I got that's okay. What pieces are you missing? I might even have them. So just, you can message me in the group or message me and let me know what pieces you're missing. I might have them. But like I said, it will still sell incomplete. But yes, that's a great game. So I got a vintage sleeping bag of Raggedy Ann and Andy. It's in pretty good condition too. Nice blanket, zippers up. And that's a big one. I got this, I think it was like $3, so it was half off at Save Us. The Raggedy Ann and Andy, the plush characters, don't really do too well, but their items seem to do fairly good. So that should sell for about $25. So I would always pass on the Raggedy Ann plushes, but at least look up if you find their items. they can be good. But I think that's all I have for my finds. So I hope everybody gets to listing today or gets to thrift today or something fun. It's hot out again this week here, so it's either been like 100 degrees or raining. It's just been crazy. And like I said, we have the parade that we go to every year by us, so we're going to be going to that. But other than that, I get to clean and work. Yay! So hopefully, I'm going to try to do a live show weekly with finds that I have on Sundays. Do you have a Raggedy Ann tapestry, Jesse? I've never found a Raggedy Ann tapestry. That would be probably a really good one. If you have pictures of them, send it to me. Yeah, share it in the group, and I will try to find it. But that's pretty awesome. I've never had a Raggedy Ann tapestry. Those should be good. So I will try to do this every Sunday. And you can come. I mean, I'm sharing my finds, but you can always come with any questions you have. I'd love to talk with you guys. So let me know. And I will see you. I'll probably be doing another what's shipping video, so that that I don't do live, but I will try to share that on tomorrow in the Thrifty Adventures Facebook group. If you are not there, come on over and join. Let's see how many I have. We have so far for the weekend. Let's see. Let's see what the total is. It may be. You never know. I'll take a look, Jesse. We have 13 items so far going out tomorrow. So I will do a video of those to show you what I have, plus any more that sells today. And I hope everybody else is having a great sales weekend. And I will talk with you guys all soon. And that's about it. Have a great Sunday. Talk with you later. Bye-bye.